Karl Mecklenburg, we were talking before about the fact that he was able to take that unfortunate incident about the little boy and make it work for him. It was also a real nice story that developed. Last year, about a year and a half ago, he met a kid that had dyslexia in the lobby of a hotel. Mecklenburg had dyslexia as a young boy, and he told the kid, whatever you do, apply yourself in school. The kid was not a very good student. Last night in the lobby, the child returned. He's not a child anymore. He's 14 years old. He's getting straight A's now, and his parents say it's all because, or a lot of it, because Karl Mecklenburg inspired him. So this person, Karl Mecklenburg, means a lot to a lot of people. Realizes it and says, I was humbled by the bad incident, trying to make it work for me, and I realize I'm a role model. Good story, though.
From the 1. Touchdown, Denver.
All right.
All that does, Sammy Winder goes in. It gets him to the point where they'll try an onside kick, and we've got some excitement left.
A little cozier, huh?
Onside kick, drive, got all of 24 seconds.
And no timeouts. Piece of cake, right?
Hey, listen. Remember the Heidi Bowl.
It was nice for us to get Tom Jackson out of that dusty old studio and in the fresh air of an indoor dome.
Yep.
Sammy Winder has had 2 touchdowns in a game. And the important extra point is good to cut it to 7. This telecast is presented by the authority of the National Football League and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of the telecast without the express written consent of the National Football League is prohibited. So you don't have to be much of a football fan to know what's coming up next. 22 guys going for it.
Hey, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned what dyslexia is, actually. Dyslexia is a reading disorder, and it basically inverts the letters in words. It makes it very difficult for people to learn and to read. And Karl Mecklenburg had it. Not only he had it, but members of his family had it. He said to this day he had difficulty getting the signals from officials on the sidelines, coaches, because he had a tendency to invert the signals from the coaches.
And it has no relation with low intelligence.
No, not at all. Not at all.
It's just a learning disability that can't be overcome.
Bruce Jenner had it. A number of other people have had it.
Last drive went 84 yards in a minute 47. Sports Center will follow our telecast. Remember, next week we'll be in Miami for the Redskins and the Dolphins. Redskins already assured of a playoff spot. They're trying for home field advantage. Miami trying to win that AFC East and get into the playoffs. Seattle with 9 men near midfield. 1 back at the 35 and 1 at the 15 just in case. And Denver's already got it overloaded for Rich Karlis.
And if you're Rich Karlis, what you want to do is kick over the top of the ball so that on that second bounce it takes that high hop for your receivers trying to get down and get the ball.
Here we go, game on the line. And Kenny Easley is up there to get it. He made sure. Easley, if he stayed on his feet, might have been able to run for a touchdown, but that doesn't matter right now.
The great thing about it is that he didn't allow the ball to take that second bounce. He smothered it before it could get up in the air.
Kenny told me to tell everyone hi in Chesapeake, Virginia tonight, all watching the game. The whole family's getting ready for the holidays. Kenny Easley Sr., Mr. Bullwhip, and company.
A good rule of thumb is never go out with a guy named Bullwhip. 24 seconds to go. Denver can't stop it. And Craig will just kneel down, and it's over. Seattle may have gotten the monkey off its back, guys. They've won a big, big ball game, and they won it in front of 60,000 very happy people.
Well, they've got a big trip next week to Soldier Field in Chicago. I have been there when you have to win. I think the last time we went there was 34-0. So they've got a little bit of time to celebrate this victory, but no more than till tomorrow morning.
Denver falls to 7-4-1. They still lead the AFC West. Seattle is back in it. Big night for Chuck Knox. Thanks to Tom Jackson, our guest analyst, who will be back in the studio next week. Our final score here in Seattle, the Seahawks 28, the Broncos 21. On behalf of Tom Jackson and Roy Firestone, this is Mike Patrick saying so long from Seattle. Now let's join our Sports Center.
They're sticking together like long-lost friends, but